Good morning. Happy full blue moon. It's August 30th, 2023, and we have our second full moon of the month, which is called a blue moon. And as you have probably noted, if you follow me, I talk about full moon breathing a lot. I actually do group sessions restarting in actually next month where we do full moon breathing outside. And so full moon energy is usually very, very potent. It's usually very, very strong, sometimes chaotic energy. Sometimes emotions get really super high during the full moon. Parasites are very active during the full moon, which, if you don't know about that, that's a whole nother thing. But lots of things, including us, right? Women's menstrual cycles can follow moon cycles. The ocean, everything in the world basically follows moon cycle, right? The moon and the sun. So we are no exception. So doing a full moon breath release during the full moon, and particularly if you can get outside, that's even better, under the moon, and being in nature is really, really helpful. So I'm going to just lead you through a really quick, if you just have some time tonight under the full moon energy, maybe 5 minutes at most. If you can go outside and do this, it will be really awesome and helpful and super grounding and releasing. Okay, so under the full moon we have a lot of releasing energies that help to just break up anything that maybe has been weighing on our system, anything we want to kind of release moving into the new moon cycle and starting a new month, right? So you're going to want to actually sit up for this entire breath session because this first breath, you actually should not be lying down to do it, okay? So what you're first going to want to do is just either sit in a chair, sit cross-legged on the ground. If you can sit on the ground, that would be great, or at least place your bare feet onto the ground. That would be awesome too, specifically grass if possible. But this is called the humming breath, okay? So we're gonna do 3 cycles of this, then we're gonna go into another breath, and then we're gonna do 3 cycles of humming breath to end. And the total practice is only like 3 minutes long, so it's not a super long practice. So humming breath is really cool. You basically, it's a fancy little way to do your hands, but you close off your ears like this, and then you bring your index finger above the eyebrows, and your middle finger is going to close off the eyelids, okay? And then your ring finger is going to sit at either side of the nostril, like this. You're going to use the ring finger to actually slightly close the nostrils on the breath out, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate the breath for you. So you're going to breathe in through the nose, and then when you breathe out on the exhale, you're going to slightly close the nostrils, not all the way, and you're going to breathe out through the nostrils with a humming sound. And then you would repeat another inhale, another exhale, and you would do that 3 times. So that's 1 full cycle that I just showed you. So you're going to do 3 cycles. Now, it's a little awkward at first, the hand placement, but it really makes sense. You're shutting down the eyes, you're closing the nostrils slightly with your ring finger. You want to also close the ears, obviously, because you want to hear the reverberation of the humming, okay? Because you will hear yourself. Again, like with any breath work, sometimes it's not going to be a super long hum for you. You may only be able to do a short one. This breath actually works on your heart rate variability. So if you can do a longer breath, you probably have a better HRV. And as you do this breath, that will actually increase too, right? That's another awesome benefit of this from a physical standpoint. So from the humming breath, after your 3rd cycle, you're going to then take your hand, your right hand, this is opposite on here obviously, but you're going to take your right hand and you're going to close off your right nostril. And you're basically going to do the left nostril breathing. So you're going to just breathe in through the left, then close off the left with the index finger, and then breathe out through the right. And you're going to keep that going. In through the left, out through the right, and you're just going to keep toggling that, okay? You want to always go in through the left nostril, out through the right. And you'll do that for about, say, 2 to 3 minutes. And the reason why we're breathing in through the left is it is your yin energy and what is most associated with the moon. So that's the side of the body we want to really focus on. And then you're going to finish off your practice with that humming breath again, right? So you're going to do 3 cycles, and you're going to close the eyes, index finger. This is how you're going to look, and then you're going to do. Just going to close that off, and 3 cycles of that, and you're done. One thing I didn't note is if you come into the practice maybe with a little journaling prior, it will help to kind of stir up whatever it is you do want to release. So maybe you just do a real quick 1 minute free write journal of I would like to release, and then just let it flow out. And you might be surprised at some of the things that come up. But some common things in our group sessions, people release anger, people release apathy, they release jealousy, they release sometimes a person, they release a situation. There can be all sorts of things that you release, and you can kind of just sort of hold that loosely in your mind as you do this 2-3 minute practice.